It's time. Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. I just finished doing my makeup because I have an appointment today, which I am about to go to now. I am about to get my first session of lipocavitation with laser lipo. I know sometimes when you hear the word lipo, most people probably would think surgery. I'm not getting surgery. I am familiar with lipocavitation or ultrasonic cavitation from aesthetics and just knowing a lot in the aesthetics world. If you have never heard of lipocavitation is basically a machine supposed to break down the fats in those stubborn areas. I should be excreting this stuff after the services. So I'm supposed to drink a lot of water and everything. I really honestly haven't been drinking that much water. So I'm gonna grab a couple of water bottles before I leave. It's just, I feel like I have hit a point in my life where I feel like I am working on my fitness, working on my diet, and I just want a little assistance in shaping my body. Okay, summer is almost here and I'm trying to be looking how I want to be looking, okay, if you get what I'm saying. Yes, I can say that, over the past couple of years, I have not eaten in the best way that I would have wanted for myself, but I can only move on from here and just move forward. So I'm so excited for my session. The lady that's going to be doing it on the first meeting, she was very friendly and very nice. So we're just going to see how this goes. All right. This morning, all I really did was pretty much do some laundry because I had clean clothes just piling up because I washed them, just didn't feel like putting them up. So right now, these next few days, this next probably even few weeks, I'm just doing a deep clean in my house and just throwing out whatever I don't feel like I need anymore and just updating whatever needs to be updated. I'm about to head out. I need to leave actually probably like now and get to this appointment. I do have high hopes for everything. This is my first one. I had a consultation and she seemed really nice. She seemed really knowledgeable about everything she's doing. So yeah, let's just go, okay? Because time is ticking and I'm supposed to be there in 30 minutes. All right, y'all, so she told me to bring my waist trainer whenever I came. So this one I got off Amazon. I specifically wanted one with this material instead of the neoprene. This one has hooks and then it also has the little zipper on the outside of it, and I really like this one. I haven't really been wearing it lately, but I was working out with this one, but I haven't really been wearing it as for working out. So I am going to use it for this process. She told me to bring it. I have my water and I am ready to go. All right, y'all, I'm here. Let's go get rid of these extra fat cells. Okay. I'm actually a couple minutes late, so let me get in. It feel good. So I'm currently getting the laser lipo part done and it's not bad. It's just the paddles are a little warm but not like hot or anything, and I'm just sitting here for the allotted time for this, but so far so good. All right, y'all, so I'm done and I'm in this waist trainer. I have not been in this waist trainer in some time and it was some time getting into it, but we have body goals, okay? So we just gotta make this work. All right. Okay, y'all, so I'm back home. I'm done having my lipocavitation with the laser and lipo done. I still have on this waist trainer. I did eat a little bit because I was so hungry and I didn't get a chance to really eat before I left for my appointment. But now that I'm home, I kind of just want to rest for the rest of the day, which when I say that, my type of rest is still doing something, but we're gonna see if we can rest. I feel so motivated to work out. I booked already the workout class for tomorrow morning, and tomorrow's Saturday, okay? And Saturdays I like to sleep in and get my rest, but you know, I'm feeling it today. So hopefully in the morning when I get up, I'm still feeling it. Either way, I signed up, so if I don't cancel the class tonight, which I won't do, then I'm for sure probably not going to get up early enough to cancel in the morning without penalties. So I don't want to pay extra money for missing the class, so I'm going to go. I am going to wrap some gifts because Sunday will be Mother's Day, and we're going out to eat with my mom and aunt and some other family. So I don't want to show up empty-handed, of course, and I just wanted to, do something nice. So I got them both some things, and I have to put it all together today so I don't have to worry about rushing tomorrow. So yeah, that's gonna basically be my day today. I'm actually kind of tired and just want to chill, lounge, and relax, take my shower, and put on my pajamas. Now that I'm almost 30, I think I see things a lot differently now than maybe I would have seen them like 5 years ago. So I just feel like I'm an adult now, and I can be intentional about certain things now. I can actually give back and just spend the time with my family while I have them. That has definitely been something that has been on my mind and my heart, is be more intentional. I think when I was a little bit younger, in my 20s and my early 20s, it's not that I didn't care about my family and certain things, but at that age, I don't think you really, well, it depends on the person. But I think for me, I valued family, but I just feel like it's at a deeper level now that I think I'm just realizing that life does seem to go by fast. Like, I'm literally a whole adult out here. I was an adult before, but I didn't really take the early 20s serious. Well, yeah, I was paying my bills and stuff. I was adulting in my early 20s, but I just think in my mind, I still felt like a kid adult. Like, I wasn't like, an adult. Like when you are an adult, but you still like call to like act like how I do this, what do I do for this and all that. Yeah, I feel like I was more likely doing all that stuff in my younger 20s, and now it's just like, girl, just figure it out. If you need a plumber, search on Google and find a plumber. You need this, do that. It's like, at this point in my life, okay, I feel like I'm like going off on a tangent. My main point in saying this was just, now at this age, I just value, like family and other things at a greater level. And so yeah, I'm excited about celebrating tomorrow. Now, of course, not a mother just yet, but I got me a gift. Okay, I saw it in the store and I was like, I feel like I should get this. So these are actually from Marshall's. I just thought they were really cute, so I picked these up. But I'm gonna be a mother one day, so this is just my pre-gift. And then for my mom, I ended up getting her a phone case because she just got a new phone, so she wanted a phone case. And the reason I got the Crayola thing, I know this may look childish. It's not childish. She likes stuff like that. Like, she loves like the adult coloring books. Let me be very clear that she like using markers and stuff and pencil in. And then I got both my mom and aunt some candle warmers, which I got these on Amazon. So this is the candle warmer. I thought it was so cute and it looked so classy. Of course, got candles to go with the candle warmers. Here is another candle. This one smells really good, and I really love the packaging of this one. I feel like this will be well liked. And then I have not tried the Taraji P. Henson products yet, but I actually went to the store looking for them. I just didn't find exactly what I was looking for. I guess certain products are at certain stores and places, but I saw this in store. So I got the Body by Taraji P. Henson. This is the cleanser. It's called the Wind Down. It says it has Lang Lang and Palo Santo in it, and a relaxing creamy body cleanser. The Leave On. So this is actually a body lotion. It says a hydrating daily body lotion. It has mandarin and ginger. So I myself like to use a moisturizing type of skin conditioner type of body wash, and so I saw this and I felt like this would be perfect to also gift to someone. And then I saw this wallet and I just felt like this matches one of their styles, so I just felt like I should get this. Out of all the wallets, this actually stood out to me. I don't know if it's the color or what, so I ended up picking this up. And then also gifting a cup. So that's it for the items. I just wanted to pick up a few things and do something nice because, you know, I would want that done for me as a mother. Okay, so, you know, pay it forward. All right. No, that's not why I did it, but honestly, I just feel like, I don't know, I just like gifting stuff now. Morning, y'all. It is the next day, so I just did my makeup, took a shower, and got dressed because I went to go work out. So the workout went good. I actually was late and I still ended up burning more calories than if I would have got there on time. So what is up with that? Okay, this morning I was not feeling getting out of bed and I kept pressing snooze, but it was a pretty hard workout today. So right now I have about an hour left before it's time for me to leave. So this is my makeup for today. I wanted to do something kind of soft and cute with the blush and everything. I am in a space right now where it feels weird as far as clothes and finding what I want to wear, because I do have a nice amount of clothes, but some of those clothes are from what I would consider past seasons where my body was a little different. So over the course, probably I would say of about a year and a half, I've been slowly working to grow my butt, you know, that shape that we like. But I also feel like I have gained, well, I know I have gained weight on top of that. So now it's like some of my clothes do not fit at all, and some of them I feel like can still fit, but I don't know if I necessarily still like the way they fit on my body. So I'm just in a place of just figuring out what my body is doing right now, and you know, I don't know if I should, you know, buy too much more clothes right now because I still am working out to lose weight and transition. So have you ever been in this phase where it's like you need clothes, some of the clothes you have don't fit, and then you're kind of, of course you buy new clothes as you need them, but I'm kind of in a place where I don't know if it's worth buying a lot of new clothes right now because my body is going through transition right now with the whole weight loss thing and me just figuring out what size I want to be now, and I just feel like I guess it's a thing that I'll just have to walk through over this next year of figuring that out and staying consistent with my workouts and doing better with my diet. I'll go ahead and just show you what I'm wearing today. This I found and I was like, this will work. I pulled it together and just made an outfit, and then I actually am going to leave early so that I'm on time because there are reservations, and honestly I'm just trying to get over this whole showing up late to stuff. Okay, I feel like I'm an adult now. I should be getting this stuff on time. All right, so give me 1 second. Okay, let's get into this fit. So these are the earrings that I'm wearing. I like these earrings. They're pretty light on my ears. And then as far as the top that I'm wearing, I got this a long time ago from Nordstrom, at least over a year and a half ago. And I actually probably wore this like one time. And then I just put on some pants that I felt like would go with this. Again, even my jeans right now, I don't even know what to do with that because they haven't been fitted. But these are just some faux leather pants that I have on to go with this. I felt like this would have been the best match. Y'all, my shorts don't fit. Honestly, I just feel like it's probably just time to do a whole new wardrobe cleanse. So I'm probably just gonna go in my closet this week and just start throwing stuff away and just figuring out what fits, what doesn't fit. But as far as accessories for what I have on right now, I am going to be wearing my Tory Burch bag, and these shoes I recently got from Aldo, which are the Pillow Walk shoes. I wore these for hours and my feet felt fine wearing these, so I really do like these shoes. So this is the outfit for today. So I'm about to rest for a few minutes before I have to go because I have been on the go a lot recently, and this morning as soon as I got up, basically I was on the go so I could make it to class on time. So I just need a break, but I just wanted to make sure I was ready so I can leave on time, okay? No more with this late stuff for me, all right? I'm trying to do better. All is well. So this morning when I was leaving, I was rushing because I got up late. So my neighbor was coming in as I was leaving. We were passing each other down the street. But you know how sometimes cars will just park on the street, and depending on where the car is at the moment, either you're gonna make it or you're not gonna make it before the other car passes. I decided that it was a good idea for me to just, since I was already driving pretty at a higher speed, to just hurry up and go around the car that was parked. And my neighbor was already driving slow, so you know, I thought it was a good idea to just hurry up and get around the car. My neighbor stopped his car a little bit and stared at me with a look of disgust, and he's usually pretty nice, so I didn't mean any harm. Honestly, I just felt like I was already going, so I might as well just, you know, hurry up before he got there, versus me stop and wait for him to slowly come. And then it just made sense in my mind. Okay, that's my only explanation. I'm sorry if I offended him. That was not my intent. But you know, it's some people on the road, they purposely be doing stuff, just jumping out in front of people just to do it because you can. Just rude. That is not me, okay? I actually try to drive compassionately as a nice person. I like to follow the rules, okay? Alright, I just want to put that out there. Be nice to others on the road, alright? Alright. Okay, y'all, so it is Sunday of the next week. I am home right now. I actually felt like I had a pretty good day today. I'm just in a season, which I don't even know if I mentioned this already in the past couple of vlogs, but I'm in a season where I have just been loving my isolation time. Growing up, I've just always been very introverted, and then I like to come out when I like to come out. And can I be honest, a lot of the situations that I feel like I have been coming into lately have had me questioning, am I being tested? Because I feel like it's been a lot of people like acting out, and they have been in the wrong, and they just, well, honestly, I feel like they do see something wrong with it, but most people are going to be prideful and not be like, okay, I messed up, I'm sorry, I'm this, I'm that. And I've just been feeling like I shouldn't be the only one, you know, just walking around here being accountable, or even just having common sense, or, you know, willing to work with other people. And so honestly, I just feel like I'm just in a space of retreating, just getting away from the stress and drama. But anyway, it's Sunday, and when I got up, I was talking to some of my family, and we just all decided, let's just go get brunch. So that's what we did this morning. And then after that, I ended up in Ross. I did actually pick up some things. I have not been frequently shopping at Ross like I used to in the past. I feel like Marshall's is my store now, but I ended up just getting some waters because, you know, they have the nice artesian waters at Ross. And then I also ended up getting I guess you would call it a t-shirt, dress in white, because right now I'm in one of those spaces where, again, like I said earlier in the video, I'm like trying to find what fits now and what complements my body now. So I decided that would be nice to have something extra in my closet. I got a mirror because when I'm doing my makeup videos, I like to use a mirror to see what I'm doing, and I just felt like it was time for me to upgrade and get a taller mirror. The mirror I've been using, I probably had the last 2 years. And then of course my sister influenced me to get a rug for the front door area because it's a new season. I guess I forgot the good deals that Ross has. Then I was on my way home, and my sister said she was going to Marshall's. So y'all, like on my drive on the way home, when she said that, I just like turned around, did a U-turn, and I went to a Marshall's just to get nothing. It's something about Marshall's that I just really enjoy. Maybe it's the hominess that I feel when I go to Marshall's, because I feel like it's so many home-like items. Like you can get your candles, you can get cookware, you can get clothes. It's just a lot that you can get in a lot of different categories, and I feel like I'm one of those homemaker type people. So I like being home and in my own space, and I like that area to be done up and nice. I feel like the home area, at least for me, should be one of those places where you go to and you should feel relaxed and just inviting. I love a nice decor, you know, not moments, just a nice decor, period. Okay. And I just like being home. I feel like when I come home, when I've been out in the world, it just calms me. I feel good. Okay. Because being outside, it's a lot going on sometimes. It's a lot of personalities and spirits and stuff just happening. And honestly, when I come home, I just feel like this is my time to relax. This is my time to withdraw. Also, I feel like a lot of time when you're outside, you're more guarded. Like it's not as easy to just let your guard down when you're out among a lot of people. So I just love being home. Okay. Shout out to the homebodies. Okay, so I have something to tell you. So you know how I was showing you how I was going to get the lipocavitation done, and I actually was excited about it, and the first session went really well. Well, unfortunately, I ended up having to get a refund, and I'm just gonna have to do it on myself. honestly, I just wanted to get it done because it does require some work to actually take the machine and do the work. I am actually trained in it, so I do know how to do it, and I do actually have a machine to do it. But I figured, why not just pay somebody to do it? That will put money in a business pocket, and then also that will give me the results that I want without me actually having to do it, and I could just go somewhere and not have to, you know, be at home trying to do it myself. I guess I'll give you a little story time. So I originally went for a consultation. Everything seemed good, everything seemed to go well, and then I went to my first appointment. Again, that also seemed like it went really well. I didn't feel like I had any problems, and I felt like I was satisfied with my first session. I felt like she was very attentive to me, and I also felt like the results that I had from the first session went really well. So fast forward to it being time for my second session. So I was trying to do like once a week for 4 sessions, and when I got my first session done, I paid in advance for all the sessions because I bought a package, and that's fine with me. I get paying for packages and the aesthetics business life because I have done that myself. So I paid for everything in advance, and it was a few $100s. It's time for me to go for my second session. So literally about 1 to 2 hours before it's time for me to go in for my second appointment for the laser lipo and lipocavitation, the esthetician sends me a text and says, can we reschedule the appointment? She needs me to come Sunday. So I already had stuff in mind to do for Sunday. So Sunday already in my mind was like, I don't know if I can make Sunday, but she quickly then texts, or can you come in on Friday? I get it. I understand that things happen. We're human, and sometimes things in life have to be moved around. So I say, okay, it's fine. You can just put me for Friday, which was the next day, at an afternoon time. It was like a random time that she gave me, and so I took it. So finish out my day on Thursday, and then it's Friday, it's the day of my appointment. So I'm thinking, okay, since I have my appointment, let me go ahead and utilize the time that I have to get other stuff done that I need to get done. I usually try my best for my appointments to for sure make sure I'm not more than 10 minutes late. I was a few minutes late, like 5 minutes late on Friday. So it's like 4:05. I'm getting ready to leave my place so that I can make it to the appointment. And I send a text and I say that I'm headed there now, or I'm on the way. It was something like that. I didn't get a response back, but I'm like, okay, I don't know, maybe she's just busy or setting up or whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. So I drive all the way out to where her place is that she works out of. It's her own business, her own place. So it's not like she was necessarily under like a place that houses multiple estheticians or anything like that. So I get there, I park. I did not see the car that she had before, but I get that people have multiple cars, stuff like that. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I walk up to the door, it's locked, the lights look off, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I hope this lady is not at home sleeping or something, and I done drove all the way out here and I had stuff to be working on, but I wanted my session, of course. So I call her, I'm like, hey, I'm here, are you here? Yada yada yada. She says, oh, okay, let me come open the door for you in a couple of minutes. So I'm like, okay, I'm already in an area that I'm not really familiar with. It's people walking around. I almost, like, before I called her, I was like, maybe I should just leave and I guess come back if she's not here. She finally comes to the door like a minute later, opens the door and lets me in. Cool. That's, you know, why I'm here. So you can let me in and start working on me at the time that you told me to be here. So she lets me in. It's probably like 4:37. I want to give it some time, just maybe like 4:37 when she opens the door and lets me in. And then I come in and she tells me to sit in like the area where she has chairs for kind of like what you would consider a reception area. So the way the place is set up is that it's just one huge big room, and the only doors that are behind the bigger room is a bathroom, and I think she has another room back there. But as far as where she works on the client, she has them basically behind curtains of this big open room. That didn't bother me. That didn't seem like a problem with me. So I sit in one of the chairs and I hear somebody else talking in there. I'm not thinking it's another client, you know, in there, but I'm thinking, you know, okay, maybe she just running a little behind on her last session. So whatever, 10 minutes of me just sitting here will not bother me. I look to the right and I see a pad of blood from a surgery sitting right there on top of the other client's stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, first of all, that is very gross. That's very unsanitary. A thing of dried blood is literally sitting on top of her stuff out in the open. And then she opens the door with gloves. So I'm one of the people that can be kind of iffy when it comes to like other people's germs, but I felt like that was extreme. The pad was not even like back there with her behind the curtain. I think it was a situation where she just walked out with the pad, placed it on the client's stuff that was in the chair, and then opened the door with gloves on and let me in. So I just started praying because I'm like, Lord, please just let this whole situation just be clean for me. Please just get me through this, Lord. Like I started worrying on the inside, and I shouldn't have been worrying, but stuff was just sending me there, okay? You know, I don't know who this other person is in here. I don't know what's going on. I don't, you know, but anyway. Anyway, so she goes back into the curtain while I'm just sitting here about maybe 10 to 12 minutes. I'm sitting in a chair. I want to say about 10 minutes. I'm sitting in a chair. She's in the curtain this whole time working on the client. Again, I'm thinking, oh, maybe she's just finishing up the client and she'll be with me in like surely not more than 15 minutes. Then finally she says, okay, come on back. So she pulls the curtain and has me come to another side of the curtain. So it's like 2 beds that she has in there. As far as I know, there is not another esthetician that comes in and works with her. So I'm thinking, okay, the first part of the machine is me laying down and she puts the laser lipo things on me. So surely by the time the laser lipo thing, if she wasn't done in the first 10 to 15 minutes, she was surely, I'm thinking, gonna be done by the time the laser lipo, you know, machine is going on. Follow her back to the other chair, lay down. She gets me like set up with the laser lipo stuff, and I'm like, cool, okay, 25 minutes on the machine. I'm gonna sit here, because that part she really doesn't have to actively be working on me, although I still feel like as a professional it's good to still be able to come in and check on your client while they're under a machine, because it's a machine. At the end of the day, yes, we hope for the best and we want the best, but it's a machine, it's technology. You don't always know how technology can work and all that, but that's besides the point. I just feel like it was just would have been professional for her to check on me more than she did. So about, I want to say 10 minutes into the machine actually being on me, the other client gets up and goes to the bathroom, and then she comes in and checks on me with gloves still on her hand. They had like this greasy kind of look to it. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you are not coming in here to start touching on me with gloves that have been on another human being, especially after I just saw this bloody pad just sitting out here out in the open. But yeah, she decides to come in and she starts fiddling with the things on my stomach. So I gave her a look like I'm trying to, like, you know, keep my composure. It's already going into like 25 minutes of another person actually being in here while my appointment is supposed to be going on. But I'm using the excuse that, you know, the machine is going on. So, you know, it's still not an excuse, but I'm like, I'm trying to work with her here, okay? I'm trying to work with her. So come in and fidget the thing and talking about, well, if it starts to slide up, just make sure that you pull the laser lipo thing down and the band down and adjust it. First of all, you are working on me, so you are supposed to be making sure that everything is together and in place. It's not my job as a client to try to wonder if the machine is on me properly or correctly. Again, I just made sure my mouth was shut after I gave her the look, and I'm like, surely the other client is about to leave and she's gonna come in here, because the machine will stop at least in the next 10 to 15 minutes. And, you know, we can just get through with the appointment. At that point, I was a little kind of like, you know, feeling the type of way, but I wasn't really feeling the type of way, if that makes sense. I just was a little bit kind of like, my eyebrow was raised. Already strike one was the pad thing. Strike two was you coming in and touching me with some dirty gloves of somebody that you're working on that has active fluids coming out of their body. Time goes on, I'm on my phone, I'm like watching TikToks and stuff. I'm just finding stuff to keep me occupied while I'm waiting for the machine to stop and for her to come back and do the rest of my service. So as time goes on, I noticed that it sounds like she's actually starting, like just getting started on a client. It doesn't sound like she's actually finishing up on the client. And then just they continue on, they're laughing, giggling, cool, whatever. I get it, you like to, you know, it's good to have nice conversation with your clients. That wasn't bothering me. What was bothering me is, why is there another client over there when I'm being serviced for my appointment? Okay, so the machine stops, and at that point I have been laying on my back on the bed for about 40 minutes. The machine was only 25 minutes, but like I said before, I sat in the chairs of her waiting area for about 10 to 15 minutes before she actually brought me back and put me on the bed and hooked me up on the machine. I'm just sitting there. After like 15 minutes, I'm like, this seems a little ridiculous. I feel like I should probably say something. Like, I'm starting to get agitated. I try to be an understanding person, but I just, in my mind, the thoughts that were coming were, this is unprofessional. I literally am laying on my back and I start to smell, I guess a drain was being empty. I have worked in an environment where I am used to being around body fluids and, you know, in the medical field. So I am familiar with what certain things smell like. And I just smell this stench come all the way from, because it's one big open room. It's just curtains to keep people from seeing each other, basically. So I'm smelling the stench of, like, I want to say it smells like blood and other body fluids this mixed in, which would explain the whole pad being there. But I can tell that it was like fluid empty out into another container. I am smelling this all the way on the other side of this big room through the curtains. And in my mind, I'm thinking, this is not professional. This is not professional. This is not professional, and this is not sanitary, and I don't feel comfortable at this point anymore. I'm thinking that this was just gonna be a 10-minute, you know, situation where they're just wrapping up stuff. So I finally say something. At this point, I've been in there at least an hour. At least an hour. Mind you, I said I walked in about 4:35, maybe 4:37 at the latest. She told me to come at 4:30. And so I say something. I said, how long is it gonna take for you to come work on me? Because I've basically been sitting here for a little while. So she goes, oh, I'm almost done. I'm almost done, and then I'll be right to you. Another 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna say 15. I'm gonna be nice. Another 15 minutes go by. So at this point, I've been in this place about an hour and 15 minutes. It's like 5 something, probably like, I wanna say 5. I'm trying to be generous, because by the time I walked out of there, it was 6 something. So it was about 5, let's say 5:30, 5:40, when she officially comes in and starts working on me. Now, when she officially comes in and starts working on me, what I don't understand is, why is this other client still in here? Why is this other client still in here? It's been an hour. You were supposed to be working on me. This is the time you told me to come here. Why is there another person still in here? Surely I thought her appointment would have been over, but no. So anyway, she rushes in there and she grabs a brush and quickly brushes my stomach for like 15 seconds. So I'm already like, she did not do this last time. And she was not rushing last time. So why, in my mind, this is all going on in my mind, why is now all of a sudden she is rushing through my service? I've already been sitting here for all these minutes. That is ridiculous. So before she did the cavitation machine last time, she went in with the massager. She took her time to like massage everything so it can, you know, be a little more loose and be worked on efficiently. So after she does the 15-second brush down and then jumps in with the ultrasonic cavitation, I'm like, so are you not gonna do what you did last time? Because at this point, I'm just aggravated. So at this point, I've got to set my prayer and just ask the Lord to help me to figure out how to handle this. I just had to say something. I said, are you going to do what you did last time? Because you didn't do it this way last time. And I said, it feels like you're doing it rushed. It feels like you're rushing through my service. She goes, oh no, sometimes I can do it this way. Sometimes I do it this way. And sometimes I do it the way that I did it last time. So I said, well, I don't want you to rush through my service. I want to make sure that I'm getting everything that I got the last time when I was here. So she goes, well, this is how I do it. And like, just, I don't even remember it, you know, the exact thing that she said in that moment. But at this point, you know, like when you start to get emotional to the point where you want to cry because you are that angry, but you don't, you don't want to explode. That is how I started to feel. So I start to tell her, I say, look, I'm trying to keep this, you know, professional and everything and not like, you know, go off and anything like that. But I say, I feel that you have rushed through my service. I feel like you have basically got my money and now I feel like my time has been wasted. I was so upset that an actual cuss word came out of my mouth. I did not yell at this lady. I probably had a little bit of a passionate tone on me, but I still tried to keep it very low and not get like aggressive or anything. And I was not trying to cuss. I was not trying to bring any of those words into this conversation. But at this point, I was just, it's no excuse, but I was just so annoyed that nobody thought anything wrong with this situation other than me in this moment, and that I was not tended to, that the word just came out of my mouth. But again, my tone was not aggressive, so I don't think she, you know, took it a type of way. I think she felt convicted from her own actions because she started to get like jittery and like making excuses, saying that she told me that she had something to do on the day that the appointment was originally supposed to be done. Then why would you schedule me on that day at that time if you knew that you had something to do? You logged it in yourself. I did not just go into your calendar and do this appointment on my own. So I let her know that I felt like she was wasting my time and that basically my time meant nothing to her, that she felt like she can just, you know, pass me off. She got my money now. And so just one thing about me is, one thing I don't play with is wasting my time. I feel like my time and everybody else's also is so valuable. It's not to be messed with. We don't know how long we'll live. And I just, at this place in my life, take my time to heart. So I'm not trying to waste any of it on foolishness. Again, I said I had something that I could have been working on, and that time was wasted. An hour and 30 minutes was wasted of my day that could have been fulfilled to do other things. Anyway, so after that, she threatens me with a refund. She says, well, do you just want me to give you a refund and give your money back? You didn't have to say nothing but a thing, okay? So I said, yes, you can go ahead and give me a refund. And I even tried to be, you know, nice and civilized. I said, you can go ahead and actually just take out what you would have normally charged me for the first official service of the laser lipo and lipocavitation. Now, here's the thing. What you're not gonna do is manipulate and gaslight. You thought that you were gonna ask me for a refund, and because I told you I wanted this service done for something, that I was gonna just let you treat me any kind of way and just keep my money and come back to a place where now I feel uncomfortable, because now I have to close my eyes when you're coming in and working on me, because I don't want to look you in the face, because this is weird now. Everything is awkward because I had to say something about me not being treated as a good client. So if I'm already feeling awkward, why would I want to come back for 2 more sessions after this one session? So she says, do you just want a refund and have your money back? Yes, you can go ahead and refund me my money and we can just be done with this whole thing. So she's like, okay, well, you can just get off the bed and I'll just refund you your money. So I forgot to mention this too. So during all of this, the other client is still in there. I thought she was finished with her by the end of everything, by the time she finally came to start working on me, but the other client was still in the room. So I didn't understand that. I just know that the client was like, I guess her boyfriend, whoever it was there or close by to pick her up. And so this is around the time when she finally comes in to start working on me. She is like fumbling around, trying to pick up stuff and get to work or whatever. And the other lady said something about her boyfriend or whoever being out there ready to pick her up, or so it was something along the lines of him coming to get her. I don't know the exact details. And the lady who's supposed to be working on me is like, oh, well, he's really patient. That's a good thing. I was laying on the table for an hour plus as a client, while you have another client in here while my appointment is going, y'all. So one thing about me is that I'm a very direct person. So that energy that I like to give, I understand that at sometimes it's not time to say something, or you have to wait till it's the right time. It's good to wait till the right time before you start saying things. But the whole like going around things to try to be passive aggressive, no. I want you to be very direct with me. Don't sit there and, you know, be passive aggressive in saying things. Say it to me directly. And I think after an hour and 15 minutes before actually really being serviced, with you actually in here working on me, I feel like I was justified in saying something. So that part actually happened before the whole refund thing. So back to the part where she threatens me with a refund, which she didn't actually. I felt just from just discerning her energy, she was very like up and down, and like at that point she started to get like, I guess, anxious, or I felt like she was convicted by her actions. Because at that point you have to know that you're wrong. I am your client. I have already paid you in full. You don't just get to take my money and treat me any kind of way. So after I get threatened with a refund, which honestly I feel like that was God working on my behalf, and I felt like she didn't mean to give me a refund. She wanted me to, I guess, just continue to come back feeling uncomfortable after all this has happened, so she can keep the money. But anyway, I told her that she could give me a refund. She was like, okay, well, you can get off the bed and start wiping the jelly off your stomach for the ultrasound part. And so I pick up the pad and start wiping my stomach. And then she goes, so do you want me to send you it on Cash App or something else? At that point, my mind was just like, get me out of here. I say, you can refund my money from the original payment method that I paid for these services. So she goes, okay, well, just give me a few minutes and I'll get it done. And then she walks me out to the door and I am like, okay, thank you, bye. And I walk out, go to my car and drive off. And then minutes later, after I'm like gone and like moved on about my day, she, I guess, refunded it because I got an email saying back that I'm getting a refund. So the audacity, the audacity, the audacity, the audacity, the audacity. I told this to the best that I feel that I could have told it without any extra exaggerations. I mean, I feel like I can be a little dramatic in explaining things sometimes, but the audacity, the audacity. I have never been treated so unprofessionally in a situation, especially when I'm paying good money in a situation by somebody that is supposed to be servicing me. I don't think I've ever been treated like that. I also don't understand why an hour and 30 minutes came by and the other client was still in there when I left. So I don't know if she didn't pay her yet or what happened, but to me, that was ridiculous. I felt like during the situation, things could have for sure been handled a lot more professionally. I felt like she didn't think that I was going to say anything and that I just was that desperate for the services that I was just gonna sit here and let her treat me any kind of way and just continue to come back because she had the money at that point. I felt like once she got the money, I was just treated any kind of way. And during the consultation, she was really nice. I felt like, well, I'm not a person that like when I go in a situation, I just let my guard down with any and everybody. So during the consultation, I'm just meeting her. She seemed nice. I did feel that she was trying to be overly friendly as far as like getting my business and stuff like that and play like she's like super friendly. Like one of the things she said in the consultation was that she becomes good friends or best friends, one of those words, with all of her clients. And I personally, I'm okay with being cordial, and I get over time you'll grow with your clients because I've had those situations. But I don't feel that just because you feel like you know your client after one session that you get to just treat them any kind of way. I honestly felt also that it was a situation of where she felt like the other client who was there may have had a more higher profile boyfriend or whatever the situation was. Maybe she thought they would have continued to come back and pay more money after the services so that she could have just treated me any kind of way. But I just don't even now, I don't have the words to really describe what that was. So this is what I'm talking about, where I've just had a lot of situations that have happened where I've had to just let you know that it is what it is. I have to speak up for myself. This has been like the past few months, and I do feel that I'm being tested, and I feel like I'm good on the testing right now. The sad part about it is when I say what needs to be said, of course respectfully, to the other person, a lot of times instead of just saying, I'm sorry, I did this, I messed up, you just act prideful and act like I'm just over here just making stuff up. I'm just over here seeing stuff happen that's not happening. And that is the part that can be so aggravating, is when you are an accountable person and you are around, which this is a business type of relationship. This is not even like a personal relationship, although I felt like that personal a boundary that she was trying to cross that in like the first appointment and just talk about personal things. But this is like a business relationship, and you have the audacity to even think that you're justified to go back and forth with me even in this, when the situation should have never happened like this. It should have, well, maybe it should have happened like that so that I knew not to go back. But at the end of it, I have my money back. I'm just gonna do the lipocavitation at home. I have the machine and the stuff, and again, I'm trained to do it. I guess I shouldn't have been lazy. I am about to cook some gumbo and then wash my hair, because I have to get my hair done in the morning. It's 7:52 and I haven't started on the gumbo, so that's gonna be one of, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and get started on it so I can have it in the pot, so it's just cooking when I go ahead and start doing my hair. Okay, thank you.